Hello vegan adventurers, welcome to another exciting video from northern Bali. Today we're gonna be snorkeling over electric coral structures near Pemuteran village, so let's get into the vlog. One of the biggest issues in modern Indonesia is the deterioration of coastal coral reefs due to many factors like coastal erosion, illegal bombing or cyanide fishing, chemical pollution and so on. All these factors combined, especially in the last 20 years, have destroyed many coral reefs and coral areas around Indonesia and other Indo-Pacific countries. Some years ago, two scientists, Professor Hilberts and Dr. Guru, discovered a technology called electrical mineral accretion, basically a low voltage current in seawater, causing dissolved minerals to crystallize and form structures similar to limestone, where coral larvae can settle and grow. Moreover, it seems that this low voltage can stimulate that carbon deposition by the corals, which increases their growth rate. The Biorock project technology has been further developed and adapted to coral environments where it's possible to use photovoltaic generations or devices using waves or wind generators to create a self-sustainable system using green energy to stimulate the coral recovery. This technology applied to coral reef is called Biorock and is one of the most awesome examples of its success. The Biorock project in Pemuteran started in the year 2000 with the formation of the Karang Lestari Foundation and small investments from local dive operators and hotels with the aim to rebuild the local coral reefs that had been heavily bombed and destroyed in previous years. In the following years, many workshops have been conducted by the scientists in Bali and even in other areas of Indonesia with the purpose of creating a network of Biorock projects. Up to 6 Biorock projects are currently operational in Indonesia, with the Pemuteran and Gili Trawangan, Lombok being the biggest ones. In Pemuteran, after only a few years since the first structure was installed, results are amazing. Corals grow fast and healthily, fish life is abundant, invertebrates like crabs, sea slugs and shrimps are abundant and occupying every shelter inside the Biorock. Some of the local dive guides and instructors are working hard to get new funds from tourists and creating new structures. It's an artistic way of regenerating the corals in formations such as metallic crabs, nudie benches and sea goddess, and even old bicycles. The Biorock Pemuteran project in 2012 has been awarded the Equator Prize by the United Nations Development Programme to be the world's largest, longest running and best coral reef restoration project. The Karang Lestari Foundation expects to implement this technology in other areas of Bali like Lovina and Karangasem. So even though the water at Pemuteran beach is not as clear as Mejangan Island, it's still a very good visibility here. At the time we've been snorkeling here, there was nobody else around. Plus we didn't have to pay any money for the snorkeling, but it's possible to donate for this project. Corals are very sensitive to water temperature and can die off if the temperature changes even slightly. It's already happening with the global warming, especially in Australia with the Great Barrier Reef. And the thing I especially don't understand is how divers or snorkelers or people who like the sea or want to preserve the corals and the sea environment are still eating fish and seafood. There's no such thing anymore as sustainable fishing. With the current demand, you get 40% of fish just discarded as a bykill. So much fish pulled out of the ocean that 3/4 of the world fisheries are already depleted, and we might see fishless ocean by 2048. Check out the movie Seaspiracy for more facts and resources. Also, not many people know that 34% of all fish caught are used to feed the farmed animals that people eat, like cows, chickens and pigs. About 33% of all fish caught is coming from developing countries like Indonesia, where they use slave labor on the fishing ships. And actually the fish and seafood consumption is going up because the red meat consumption is going down because of health concerns that people have that red meat might be carcinogenic. And people think that fish and seafood is healthier because it contains omega-3 fatty acids. But fish is actually very far from being healthy. Fish and seafood is actually the second highest source of cholesterol after eggs, which significantly raises your chances of heart disease. Also, you have heavy metals contained in fish like mercury, which is very bad for your brain and mental health. And furthermore, the animal protein has been shown to increase the risk of cancer. But probably the most important reason not to eat fish is for the sake of saving the fish and all the sea life, including the corals. Because as I said, there is no such thing as sustainable fishing because 40% of all the fish caught are discarded. That's including 73 million sharks, they're mostly used for shark fin industry. And 650,000 seals, whales and dolphins are killed each year as a bycatch. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the snorkeling adventure at Pemuteran beach. And I also hope you learned some new information about this Biorock project and also about the importance of not supporting the unsustainable fishing industry, which really is the #1 reason of killing the sea life. Next, we're moving to southern coast of Bali, where we're gonna do more adventures like surfing and exploring more waterfalls. So definitely stay tuned for those adventures. And as always, stay healthy and stay adventurous.